Basically, I met this kid, Frank Venus, one day. Actually, it was like a couple months after I moved down here in Atlanta, and I actually went back up to Connecticut. It was like October, I believe, and I was at 303 Studios with DP, and I had wrote some joints. And just telling him like I wrote this thing for this female singer. He was like, nah, you should let a male sing it. You should let a male sing it. I'm like, nah, it's a female singer. He's like, yeah, I'm about to call my dude and see if he could come through. And he hit him up, and like 30 minutes later, Frank Venus was at the studio, and that was it. And I was just like, that was kind of impressive because most people, they say they really want to about this thing, but just to show up ready to work, and that's how he always is. But we didn't end up doing that, but we ended up doing another record called I Like, which DP produced, and he had the hook for it, and I just added on more stuff. And while they was recording the hook, basically, I did my verse and everything like that, and then the record came out, and that's actually supposed to go on DP project. Yeah, it was just like, me, I'm a type dude, I'm like on the fly all the time. And, I just hit him up. It was like the night before, like, yo, we about to go to New York to record. He was like, yeah, I'm ready. So I'm like, cool. He hit me back like, yeah, yo, are we definitely going? I'm like, yeah. So, 9 a.m. in the morning, he was ready. He was hitting me. Me, I'm late. So I even left him in the studio while I went out to Bubblegum Shrimp, and this kid was just in the stew, just like being a sponge, learning and everything like that. And, I just really respected that work ethic that he was showing. And I was like, yeah, this is a kid that, deserves a little push or a little, help along the way. Like, that's crazy too, because everything is just on the fly, whereas like nothing was planned. I was back at 303 Studios. It was like last July with DP. DP was playing some beats like he always do, and then he played this beat. It was the Couldn't Say No beat. And I'm like, yo, this beat is ill. I want that. He's like, no, this is for Frank. I'm like, what you mean this for Frank? I need that. And then he was like, no, it's for Frank, but we ain't write nothing to it yet. I'm like, yo, I'm getting on this beat some way, somehow. So I just started like thinking of little concepts of how, he was like, this the intro, and I just thought a little concept about like, eating fruit from the fish, eating fruit from the fruit bowl of the forbidden tree, like on some real deep stuff, because the way the drums was hitting, it was real nice. And it's crazy because when you listen to the mixtape, the first lyrics that come out of his mouth are mine, that the ones I wrote for him. And it's crazy. And then DP added the hook, and DP had another joint, but I like the way that it really set off the mixtape. Very powerful, really, I really rock with that. Yeah, Look to the Sky was actually a joint DP had sent to me, like, I had it for a little bit. This is one of DP first joints. And he just hit me up one day. I'm in Atlanta. He was like, yo, we need a verse for Frank. I'm like, okay. He was like, yo, you already got the beat though. I'm like, what do you mean? So he told me what beat. I looked it up. And so I just did my verse. And I was trying to keep it as into, the whole concept of a idiot's guide to women, where it's more or less like, it's like you're trying to talk to this girl, but she's not really feeling you, but she's with a dude that is just not treating her very well at all, and you're trying to like, sell yourself and all that stuff. And then I wrote the verse, I recorded it in Atlanta, sent it down to him, and then like a few months later, I came out, and then the track was done, and it sounded crazy. The post-production on it is like pretty impressive. And I think that's like Frank's idea, because I don't think DP wrote on that. So it was just crazy, and I think that's definitely one of the standout tracks on the Idiot's Guide to Women. Frank Venus new mixtape, definitely check that out. And and I really think kid keeps working, being humble, take it real far. Yeah. So after the work we did on the Idiots Guys to Women, he actually has sent me some new production, and I finished the record. It's like a very hype energy record, and then he sent me another one that he still needs to finish up, and then send me the final version of it so I could get to work on that. So definitely we're gonna be moving forward, even working on my project together with with some production from him, because this kid's just like a sponge. You be around DP so much that you're starting to learn from him, and picking up the production and certain sounds and stuff like that. And of course, whenever he's ready to go in on his next project, I'm definitely be a part of that. Songwriting and as a feature, and yeah, just really working, because that's what we do. Make it happen, and we're gonna make it happen. So definitely check out that Frank Venus, Idiots Guys to Women mixtape.